Okay, this next part I'm going to divide into stencils and pastels. So when this is still a little bit tacky right here, you can cut out little pieces of paper and lay them down, and they should still kind of stick. So you could even do this on like a vertical surface. But this is a really cool technique. Anything you can cut out of paper, stickers even, if you bring in some stickers, you'll be able to lay it down on here and then take another color and kind of brush over it. Now go easy as you're brushing, especially if it's a thicker color, because I don't want to get any underneath it. I'm going to leave a little bit of the yellow exposed on the sides. Okay, now I can come in and just as gentle as can be, get underneath the pieces of paper and lift them up. And you could use tape. Some people have used string. Try not to drop them on other parts of your work as you remove them. I probably could have let that dry a little bit. I was just worried it was going underneath. But as you can see, we got a real nice contrast, and to paint all those shapes, to paint around them if you were just freehanding it, would probably take a while. Okay, my next technique is pastels. These are basically sticks of dried up clay that nobody wants, okay, and they're just thrown in this bin. We have all sorts of colors. I like the darker colors better, but if you ever have the little pieces of millefiori that you don't want anymore, just throw them in this bin, because we'll use them. These always get used somehow. So what do we do with these? It's called pastels, and people love this technique because it's so simple. It's just an easy thing to do. I have a couple of extra pieces of paper cut up, and I'm just going to tear some, stick them down on the clay. You can lay down anything on the surface. I've done it over scissors, I've done it over all sorts of cool stuff. Now, I just want to give that a little bit of a spray to wet the surface to get it ready for the pastel, because the pastel won't stick to a totally dry surface. I'm just going to make sure those are pressed down. Now I've got this strainer. Okay, you can see it. It's right by the pastels, the sieve. And I'm going to take this kind of red-brown pastel, and I'm going to actually and be careful, you don't want to make a ton of dust. We know that clay dust is harmful. But you want to just dust it over the area that you just wet down. This is really dry stuff, so it's going to curl up the paper a little bit. You see what happened there? Now when I go in and lift those up, you can see that it's perfectly untouched underneath. Okay. One word of caution, I like to spray this again, just lightly, to make sure that all the pastel is going to stay in place when I go to fire it. Okay, but you can make nice gradients and fades with that. It's a really cool little technique. Pastels and stencils. I mean, they both use stencils, but this one's pastels and that one's painting over the stencils. So combo it up and experiment and have fun.